Woke up this morning and decided to choose violence.
You're watching Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.
Hello, and welcome to another amazing episode of Scorching and Swearing. I'm your host, Brandon Swear, and man, we have some amazing pods that came in the mail today from Jake Cole. We're going to be diving into these and checking them out. So we have 4 pods that are the Dragontalii, which I reviewed recently, crossed with a big mustard mama. I mean, absolutely stunning looking peppers. I'm sure they're going to be screaming hot. And then this one here, he said, is an unknown cross of some sort. It was, let's see here what he had said last. So this one was an unknown cross. Something got into the Primotalis a few years ago is what he said. So we'll see what this one's all about. And then we have 3 of the tangerine peppers. These are going to be pretty darn amazing. Jake makes a phenomenal tincture with these, so definitely excited to check those out. And then we have this very last one is, let's see here. This one was the, I don't want to misstate it. So these were the Tangerine TS. All right, and then this one is the I'm gonna say this all kinds of wrong. Maldivian heart. Yeah, probably butchered the name out of it, but you know, it looks like a great looking pod. Can't wait to jump in and try it. So we are going to be diving into 9 peppers from Jake Cole. So this is going to be extremely hot, I'm sure, but we're going to jump in and we're going to have some fun. So first up, we're going to do the tangerine. So let's go ahead and pop one. So we got 2 more. Man, very citrusy, yes. Well, this is a nice little pop. Actually gave me a nice little nose tingle as it as biting down into it. Really kind of just explodes with a overall citrusy, fruity note right off the bat. But the flavor is very much more pronounced than the heat. The heat kind of comes in afterwards. So, very nice. I'll agree there, Jake. The Tangerine TS is definitely underrated. This is a phenomenal pepper. All right, so this is the Maldivian heart. Man, so this one has a great initial citrus note, but really the citrus build on this one, that's where the other one, boom, right off the front. This one, it kind of builds in citrus as you're chewing it. Not quite as juicy, definitely thinner wall than the last 3, but phenomenal flavor. Definitely a great pod. Get a good picture of what this thing looks like. It's almost got like a unique double tail. Like it tried to form 2 tails and then decided, nah. Pretty wicked looking in there. Don't know if that's in there. All in all, that last pod mostly resonating in the back of the tongue. The gums, just a touch in the throat, but really just flogging the mouth really good. Getting the eyes watering, definitely digging that. Here we go, the unknown cross from Jake Cole. Got a nice happy tear. So right off the bat, fruity, amazing, nice, refreshing kind of taste at the very beginning. Almost, how do I describe that? I don't know, refreshing is the best way I can think of. So it's not like overly juicy, but it's got a nice fruitiness that comes through. The heat definitely lashing out on the mouth and the throat, really building on throat. Here we go. That one, great, crisp, fruity note right off the bat. Then teetered into just ever so slightly, pretty pronounced bitterness on the tail end. So all in all, that one, burn is dissipating pretty quick. Really flogging the back of the throat though. Mouth is kind of going away. Hitting a little bit in the chest. Definitely obviously getting the sinuses going, get my eyes watering. That's a good pod. Let's take a look. I think this one with the wicked tail. That nice crooked tail probably looks the best. This is the Dragontalii crossed with the Big Mustard Mama. Cheers. Dense, thin-walled but dense. Definitely oily. Very kind of interesting citrusy note. That was wicked warm. Oh yeah, still nice and crisp. Man, so this one's hitting real hard on the back of the throat. I mean, way harder than the unknown. What a great way to start the day. Nice curve. Kind of waiting to see, or trying to wait to see how this one does. So every time, this one's like really sitting in the back of the throat more so. And actually, I feel it feels like my Adam's apple's even on fire right now, which is really interesting. I'm just trying to see kind of where this one's at. Obviously that was stacking quite a few. So being that was the very first one I had of these, kind of wanted to see what it was like overall. Nothing in the gut, nothing in the chest really. That's kind of dissipated already. Man, it's just really attacking the throat. All right, here we go. Another of the Dragontalii crossed with the Big Mustard Mama. Man, sinuses are going crazy right now. This is great. The last one had better flavor. Still fruity, just didn't have that overall kind of citrus note that the last one had, which was unique and interesting. I can definitely tell you this one's really ramping up on the back of the throat again. Bitter, bitter, bitter on that finish of that one. I also think that was pretty darn oily because I was rolling it around as I was chewing it. And whether that was saliva or oils, I don't know. But I could definitely tell when I rotated it up, it just like completely lashed out on my tongue. Pretty darn good. Hoping to get a nice endorphin dump. Right now it's just teetering on it. Not wanting to fully get there. Oh yeah, she's oily. I got a nice little clump. I'll put that back in the pepper here in a second. Let's take a look at the inside. I'll snag I can't snag a photo. Oh well, we won't snag a photo. There's a pepper in the pepper, in this pepper. I cut it in half, but it's right up there. As you can see, the other half of it is on the other side of this. Oh, wow. Well, that last one was not better tasting. It packs way more of a punch. I'll say that. Say that for sure. Of course, oh, there we go. Oh. Man, oh man. That's good stuff. I think I'm gonna eat these in halves now. Just all of a sudden went back up to the tongue. Man, it is lashing out on the tongue real hard. That is definitely that Big Mustard Mama traits. That tongue burn. One of the main reasons why I like that Mama line is the overall attack that it does, the assault on my tongue. Man, it's getting me pretty good right now. All right, tongue seems to be cooling down, mellowing out. Really, the burn still just parked in the throat. So much so that it's like every time I talk, my vocal cords vibrate. It's like agitating it. Man, Jake, this is a phenomenal pepper you have going here. Dragontalii is definitely hot and I think has a higher peak. This one seems like a much longer duration and really just roast in the throat and the mouth consistently the whole time. All right, pretty oily in there too. Cheers. It's still fruity, but man, is it bitter. Bitter as you're starting to chew it, you're getting about halfway through, and it just really starts just taking hold of the taste buds. Whew. All right, sinuses are like, they're open, but they're not. Definitely on this left side. Been so congested there that it just won't let it go. Starting to feel a moment of relief. I think the endorphins are on their way. But once again, nice little bonus pepper in the pepper. Cheers. It's that bitterness, that bitter finish that's really messing with me right now. That no prep gang plus heavy bitter is quite a ride. Last one to complete 9. I am not going to open this one up. I'm just going to try to stay committed whole way through. Man, it's doing it again. Migratory. Back up to the tongue. Really lashing out. Oh, nice pepper burp. Hitting the back, really hitting the backside on the left hard. I don't know if that's to do with sinuses being clogged up more so there or what, but man, it is lashing out. It is lashing out hard. Final one. Cheers. Oh, so bitter. That fruitiness is still there, but the bitterness is just like, it's as if the volume on the bitterness is turned up to 9, and the volume on the fruitiness is at like a 4. It is good. It's a real good pepper though. Holy moly, that was a good one. Much appreciated, Jake. Starting to feel it a little bit more in the chest. Still nothing in the gut. Really just flogging the throat hard. I mean, like someone's just holding a blowtorch there, just going to town. Actually, let me restate what that feels like. For all those that have ever welded or seen welding, you know, occasionally you'll get some splatter. What it feels like is someone's just welding the back of my throat, and then the little kickback that goes onto the tongue and reignites that is the splatter from the welds. Man, that was a real good burn. Now I'm just gonna go chill. because now I can feel the endorphins coming. Man, those were some amazing pods from Jake Cole. It got my endorphins going, got my sinuses going. It's an overall great burn. That was 9 pods from Jake Cole, 5 of which were his unique crosses. If y'all haven't already checked out the Dragontalii video, go check that one out too from Jake Cole. Phenomenal pepper, one of the parents that was in this last cross that I just ate, along with the Big Mustard Mama, which is a Troy Primo creation. So I highly recommend. From everything from the world of hot, this has been Scorching and Swearing.
This has been Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.